Hey guys, Brian Fisher with Edge Fitness, and I hope you're having a great day so far today. It's Thursday, kind of a mindset day. In mindset, we're going to be combining some of our nutrition. Obviously, all four pillars go together: movement, nutrition, recovery, mindset. And it's often our mindset that can hold us back from making better choices and taking those next steps. I don't know about you, but I think we all kind of have a nutritional weakness, maybe a kryptonite or some kind of, we sometimes say maybe a red food, okay, kind of a red light food, something that if it's around, we're gonna just shovel it and scarf it all down, or it's something that if we eat it, it doesn't leave us feeling good. Right? A lot of people ask, what are good snack foods? What are things? And we get into kind of the fads and everything. And not saying that gluten-free in this instance is necessarily a fad. I personally choose to have a more gluten-free diet, not entirely because it's not a health issue for me, but I do know that after going through kind of the process we recommend for people of some type of elimination diet, either a paleo challenge or the Whole30 I'm a big fan of, because it gives you a chance to just wipe out the system and see where are my boundaries on nutrition to help give you a better mindset of, we oftentimes think about all these things that we can't have. What are the things that I can have? How much can I have them? And having that mindset of focused on the opportunity of the foods that you can still eat, not just what I can't have. Right? Knowing, okay, if I eat this, I know I'm going to feel a little bit worse. If I eat this, I'm going to feel a little bit better or a whole lot better. And it's making those choices more consistently than making these choices. Now, occasionally, yes, we all still have some of those snack food items. And I know a lot of people that their personal favorites are Oreos. So I'm going to pick on that one a little bit. I don't like to single things out because the answer to most questions are, it depends. So should I go gluten-free? Well, it depends. Should you? Do you know? Well, how can you find out? Going through one of those elimination diets is a great way to find out, to clear the system out of all those toxins, reintroduce something like gluten, and see how your body responds to it. Some people feel like an absolute train wreck afterwards. Others, I really don't notice a difference. Okay, there you have your boundaries of, should you take it, yes or no? For obviously, if you have celiac disease or some health issues, the answer is no. That's for you again to make that decision, so it depends. If it's something where I know I feel worse after eating so much of it, I choose to stay below that line. Okay? Or to very consistently be gluten-free with an occasional spike. We have Friday night pizza night at our house, and oftentimes it is a kind of pizza with gluten. Not always, but we try to focus on just a variety, support local businesses, different things like that. When you do make those choices, it's just you're aware of what's going to happen. You can anticipate it, have a more positive mindset about doing it and the repercussions, both positive or negative. Now, with these, when I saw the news that Oreo is coming out with gluten-free Oreos, I'm not a big fan of Oreos personally. I used to be, but I know that the sugar and all the fake ingredients that are in there, all the chemicals and everything, and if it's been a while since you've looked at the ingredients list, I know a lot of people don't like to do that because it's ignorance is bliss. Well, we got unbleached and enriched flour, wheat flour, niacin, reduced iron, thiamine, mononitrate, vitamin B1, riboflavin, vitamin B2, folic acid, sugar, lots of it, palm and or canola oil, so some vegetable oils, cocoa, processed with alkali, high fructose corn syrup, so another sugar within there, leavening, baking soda and or calcium phosphate, salt, soy lecithin, chocolate, artificial flavor. What is really in that artificial flavor? And we look at the nutrition facts. They don't seem horrible off the bat. Some people might disagree, so I'm not going to tell you don't ever eat Oreos. I choose to personally not eat them because I know a lot of that fake stuff, especially any kind of soy, especially the high fructose corn syrup, that stuff really sets me off and I feel worse from eating that kind of stuff than a better whole food. We focus on whole foods. So if you're whole foods first, Oreos are pretty down the list. We say eat protein, vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, no sugar. Well, there's your Oreos. We take those off the table except for that maybe occasional snack. Okay? If that's where you're at, maybe the gluten-free Oreos are a great option for you. They're available in dairy-free options, things like that. But what are they, when we're looking at processed foods, how are they processed? What are they actually giving you? They're not a whole food, so they don't have a whole lot of nutrition in them at all because they are chemicals combined together to make you think they taste a certain way, and especially in the brain. So the mindset is being triggered. It's much more of a chemical response than a metabolic response. And that chemical response can lead to some of that overeating. You don't get as full, your hunger, satiety, fullness cues don't kick in, so your body doesn't process the same, and then you end up eating that whole package. And how does that affect your mindset? And just because something is gluten-free, whether you need it or not, doesn't mean it's healthier for you. Are Oreos healthy or not? Well, healthier than what? Are they healthier than an apple? No, that's a pretty easy question there, but it's still up to you to make that choice and to find that balance of having those. If we have Oreo on one plate and an apple on the other, choosing the apple more often than the Oreos, gluten-free or not, those gluten-free ones are still going to be chock full of all those same ingredients, obviously some major differences being gluten-free, but they're still going to be full of those artificial flavors and a lot of those chemicals to make you feel like you're getting something that tastes better. The last time I tried Oreos, I had never seen the Oreo Thins. Yes, I'm probably behind on that. This was still even a year or so ago. I'd never seen the Oreo Thins, didn't know they existed. And these were pistachio flavored Oreo Thins. I'm like, oh, I love pistachios, a good healthy nut. Like, how could, in my cynical mind, maybe a little bit here, I'll show myself, how can Oreo ruin pistachio flavoring? So I tried one, and did not taste good. It did taste like pistachio, but it did not taste good from the standpoint of how my body reacted. That's a red light food for me. I don't feel good after eating it, so I don't eat those. I flipped it over and looked at the ingredients just to see. I knew what was in there and I knew what the nutrition is, so it wasn't for that. I just wanted to see, was there anything actually pistachio in any way, shape, or form in there? Nothing. So it was completely all chemicals combined together through a lot of very specific, deliberate research and marketing to make our brains think, ooh, these are pistachio, these are really good, I want to eat more. Well, there was nothing pistachio in there. And those gluten-free Oreos, they're going to be the same things. Those might be a trigger food for you to trigger more negative mindset in how many you eat, not controlling your portion sizes, okay? Not eating as mindfully, that's a big, big thing. Taking you away from your whole foods approach, okay? Trying to get whole unprocessed foods, taking away from that. And when you start to see some of those responses to those chemicals, your body doesn't perform as well. So from that mindset, don't let yourself be fooled into thinking, oh, gluten-free Oreos, yay, best day ever. No, it's still make your choices deliberately. You are in control. You can control your choices. So you know what you're putting into your body and what it's going to give you or not give you. But don't let yourself be fooled into that marketing of gluten-free foods, as one of my clients actually put it very well. The gluten-free aisle is one of the most processed aisles in the entire grocery store. Go take a look. They take out so much stuff to make it gluten-free, and they throw in so much stuff to try to make it taste better in those form of those chemicals and other sugars and things like that, to really, you're not much better off just because it's gluten-free. Again, if it's a health issue, whole different story. If it's a snack food and you want to make a little bit better choice, we talk about that continuum where, is it better than this? Well, gluten-free versus not gluten-free. If you're trying to go gluten-free, then the gluten-free option is better and go for that. But is that better than a whole foods choice? You know, most likely not. For me, it's not. But where are you on that, and how can we help you make that better choice? Hopefully this helps you to do that a little bit. But again, don't let yourself get fooled into that marketing when you see things that all natural and gluten-free and all this and all that, all those tricks that they put on the label. Should a food have to tell you it's natural? A strawberry doesn't have to tell you that it is gluten-free. An apple doesn't have to tell you that it is all natural, right? Whole unprocessed foods, that just takes out so many of those problems and those questions and those should I, shouldn't I, and how your body responds to it is so much better, both in the gym, out of the gym. Your steps towards your goals are much more consistent. So again, don't buy into the marketing. If you get some gluten-free Oreos, that's totally your choice, no judgment. I don't want to sound like we're bashing those Oreos. Me personally, because they make me feel sick, I'm not going to be eating them, but if I see you buy them in a store, no judgment, all right? So if you do eat them mindfully, eat them deliberately, eat them for the right reasons. If there are any to, eat those Oreos. yeah, it's a fun topic to discuss. Would love to hear some of your comments down below onto our Facebook page. Would love to have you guys subscribe and share so you can follow up on these and have a better conversation of how we can help you take your next step and navigate some of these murky waters of gluten-free Oreos, right? I know people are excited about it and they're going to probably hate on me for bashing these, which I'm not trying to, but go enjoy some whole unprocessed foods. Eat them mindfully and eat them in the right portion sizes. So those are your best basics that can leave you with a much better mindset. And hey, if you put gluten-free Oreos on your gratitude journaling list for the day, awesome. Just think of why are they on there and how are they actually helping you. So there's a challenge for you guys to at least think about this and make good choices when those come, to have a more positive mindset each day. And again, don't forget to subscribe and share so you, your family, and friends can all keep up on the great tips and resources we're trying to share with you, even about gluten-free Oreos, to help you take your next steps on your health and fitness journey. Have a great day, and thanks, guys.